Hey there folks, Easter Bunny here. I'm getting ready to start my build. I'm expecting about 6 views because nobody knows who the hell I am. I'm building on an island in the Arctic that I call Club Penguin because everyone comes over here to Club Penguins. The first thing I'm going to do is attempt to build bridges over to my two animals behind me that are my building bases, Marge and the furnace over there. That'll take me a few minutes. So the plan is going to be to build a quick ramp up onto this platform here for Marge, and then if possible do the same thing onto Arc Furnace. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. We'll see. I'm hoping to be able to do that so that I can just walk between them without having to ride them or to swim. As you can see, it gets quite a bit brighter over here. I've got quite a lot of these anglerfish in here to make this brighter than the sun. There's anglerfish all the way down to the bottom, and at the bottom there is my protector so nothing can come into my fish area, which I'm trying to show you because a lot of people haven't seen it yet on the server. Tank, yay! My protector's name is Safety Bubble, and honestly if anything tries to attack it, it itself has quite a lot of damage, and it has I think 24 of these. I think it's 24 class species X. All well fertilized, all well watered. They don't water themselves underwater, so I'll have to bring them up. I'm actually planning on building a shower system to water those later. I brought Scarab over so I can quickly get to Thor's place if I want to. If you want to see some really pretty building, you should probably check out FTOG Thorgal, because he's the one who knows how to really build. I do concept builds. This is going to be a concept. It's going to look either, depending on your viewpoint, like a gigantic snowflake or like a space station. I'm not really sure which one it's going to be. And I might build some interesting shapes into this mountain as well. The last base I built really worked in conjunction with the nature around it. I built into a waterfall so that you could see directly all the way through the base. It was an open concept. You could see through the base to the waterfall behind. This is going to be more of an in-your-face, this is a gigantic structure kind of build. It's going to be long and spindly. It's not going to be the greatest build for actual economy of motion or economy of use, which goes against pretty much everything I've ever done previous. But, you know, I've decided to go for cool this time around. I'm going for cool points. The other thing I'm going to do is connect a bridge to that natural bridge over there. And that may be a covered bridge. I haven't decided yet. I might actually just extend one portion of the base the entirety of the way out to there. I'm going to be building mostly in metal because I like the look of metal. Because again, I'm trying to do like a snowflake kind of thing. I'm looking for that shininess that you get with metal. But first, like I said, we're going to build this little platform over to these two creatures. And I'm building everything out of metal for the most part because I'm an idiot. You know, that's the basic reason. I really like metal. I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks better than most other things. So that's the material I'm deciding to go with. I have metal ingots on every single one of these birds over here, right up to their weight limit, and they're all going to be going on March. So once I'm done, Marge won't be able to defend herself, nor will she be able to move, and that's why there's layered defense below her. You saw Safety Bubble, then my large shark, and then there's actually a large anglerfish if something manages to get past those two things. I really doubt anything's getting past those two things. So let's start the build. As you can see, that guy moves. I'm not really sure. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. And like I said already, I'm an idiot. I've dropped these way too early. I'm going to have to destroy them can all cry a little bit for the amount of metal I'll be wasting. Like I said, the people on my server mates will know just how crazy a farmer I am, how much metal I bring into the world when I really don't care about that little bit. But the one thing I do care about is getting this lined up and being able to get the ramp up. And I'm really not sure how best to go about that right now. I'm maxed out on Marge. I can't build down from Marge. I have to build up. Doing now is trying to see if I can tell more of a bird's eye view if I'm on straight with this guy. And from what I can see, honestly, there's going to be no such thing. Straight or not straight, there's no such thing. It's just going to be what it is. Because he moves. She moves. And really, all I need is to get a couple ramps up there. Come on, you rampy piece of ramp. Let me hook the way I want to hook. Oh, you're a jerk. Oh, you're a jerk. I have to build down. Alright. That is fine. I made pillars for this contingency. Niblets here to keep me slightly warmer than I would be otherwise. Made a mistake here to connect it to the foundation and not to this, so I can't walk outwards from it. Like I would like to, but I might also be able to just come right down from that pillar. Let's see if I can do that. Gonna need to put a ceiling on. I'm not really worried about wasting materials, because I'll just make more materials because I'm a crazy farmer person. Actually, from the look of it, I go up one more. Might be straight across. Yeah, that's pretty dang close to straight. Of course, I have to leave this foundation. I'm really going to do a lot with foundations because this island does weird stuff. I went to sleep on this island earlier today, and Cryo, one of my server mates, had to come get me across the entire island because the server decided to throw me across the entire island. Well, this might be a small issue. Marge might decide to look up at me adoringly and knock me off the thing. Again, this is just to stop me from needing to swim. It's not really that important. Already we're dropping down quite a bit. I mean, we're gonna have to drop 5 pillars to this water just to get down that far. It's a little further than I expected, as you can probably tell. I made some pillars for a contingency, this particular contingency, but I didn't honestly think it was going to take this many. Alright, so now I should be able to finish off this quick little build. out to Miss Marge. As a matter of fact, I might be better off going up a little tiny bit. Well, let's see if this works. Marge's head here. Oh, Marge, you jerk. Still can move Marge, but this needs to happen. I guess I will. Move Miss Marge away. Heck. We pretty much got it. I think I have to go up a little bit though. I think I can just jump on there. I think I can go up. It's not a problem. I will just build with some sloped metal ceilings, which I may or may not already have made. Looks like I don't. Should be one or maybe two. So, you know, I can go, you can build ramps down and you can build sloped roofs up. So from here, I'm going to simply build some sloped roofs. I think I have a side piece around here somewhere. I'm going to have to probably jump down and check in with arc furnace for that. Let's see. Here's a slope roof, and here's some extra metal pillars for when I do the arc furnace build. We'll do a double on this. Then to build it the rest of the way, because I do want it to cross over, I'm going to have to go out one more and then one up. The way you build with this is sort of a ladder shape. So I'm going to need my ceilings, which I think I left. So from down here, we're just going to, hopefully I won't be too far away. I don't have to walk Bubble Boy over here. I might have to. I might need something a little taller. I'll just do it from here. Yeah, it looks like I got to get up higher. Might be able to do it from Marge, actually. Now we have to come up one with a wall. Actually, I screwed up. I was supposed to come up one right there, then bring the wall up. It's been a while since I've done this. I have to put a wall actually here. This is a wasted thing. We're going to break this. Last time I built a structure like this was on a different server. Then we're going to come out with a ceiling again right here. Like so. And that is almost good enough right there, as you can see. I mean, I'm almost up there. One little hop and I'd be there. As a matter of fact, I think I'm okay with one little hop and I'm up on this thing. Actually, I'm not, because there's a really good chance I'll be carrying heavier things back and forth on this, so... There's a little worry, because I do believe... And I'm going to check something really quick here. See, that part, the back part, I know for a fact can move in and out, but this front part I'm not so sure about. And it might be hard to hit the same point as well, so I have to check that. So coming back to this point is difficult but not impossible, and I'm right there now. As a matter of fact, I seem to have done a better job, or maybe it's a worse job. I don't quite know how I managed to be lower this time than last. So I moved Marge in and out, got her to come a little lower in the water. So she's not quite as beached. The only problem is, I don't know why she was beached like that in the first place. But now that I've done that, should be able to drop down. I guess I need to put another pillar set out, which is a little bit of a problem. But I do have a solution to that. It's an expensive solution, but I have a solution. What I'm going to do is, instead of putting, well, I'm going to put more pillars out there, but I'm going to widen this, which is something I want to do anyway. Guess I'm putting that pillar right there after all. Okay. Still going to widen this up to make it a little easier to go up and down for myself. And if in the future I need to walk some kind of a dyno up or down, I'll have the ability to do that as well. This problem is going to be whether or not these pillars end up going through Marge's face. My biggest worry right now. Up onto this guy. You're going to see in a minute why I decided to make the ramp like this. It has to do with something that happens to Quetzes, which I will show you in a minute. So our first ramp is done. The only thing now is to see if we can't create an attaching ramp for this bird, and that's going to be a little difficult. Basically, I'm going to want to set it up so I can walk pimples or arcs ramps right up to this thing. I actually might be able to do it now. That is going to be super annoying. Alright, so why did I need this? What you know, it doesn't seem that important, right? I mean, it's just a ramp. Let's look at some of the things you can do with these birds. Now, all of my birds are used. These are all my weight birds. So here we got Guppy. Guppy is right now chock full of metal. Where's that metal supposed to go? Well, let me show you. All this metal should go into the right vault here, because most of my building is going to be done here on Mars. There's a smithy. Actually, I'm going to use the left vault because that's closer to the smith. And as you can see, I can land my bird right on top of here. Each and every one of my weight Argentavises can simply land on top of this, large Mart, and can unload. Now let's try to do the same thing with one of my filled up Quetz's birds designed. This Mossy's designed to have things land on it. Well, let's have my Quetz land on it. As you can see, I didn't land. As a matter of fact, over time, this bird's going to just slide off, and because it thinks it's landed, it'll even drown in this hole, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% certain of that, but I'm scared to test. I know it just sort of slides weirdly off to the side. So, we built ourselves a pad right here. I can now land right here. Well, if I did a better landing job, I can land right here and unload from one to the other without much of a problem whatsoever. I don't think there's anything in here to pull, but we'll take a look. Here's 14 metal walls. I can grab those. Actually, I need these pelts too. And I can put everything that I need to put right into the vault, or I can put it into the smithy. The smithy isn't really built out just yet. Truthfully, most of the things are currently on my other bird. There's a smithy obviously on that one as well. And there's quite a lot of stuff over here to, roofs, a couple doors, some other things. A bunch of chitin to turn into more cementing paste, which I can do pretty much any time on my bird, which is my main crafting station. This is going to be crafting and storage. Little trick: when it's snowing, you can drink. It's the same as rain. So that's why we're doing this. I can't land my big birds on either of these creatures. So by creating this pad, I'm making myself a work area. And I might just be able to walk right up and down here. So we might be done with this part of the project, because I can come right up over here. Sure, this is in a little bit of a strange angle, but I'm not that worried about. I'm mostly worried about the use of this. Though I probably won't leave the bird sitting like this because it looks so freaking uncomfortable. And you never know, you leave things in strange positions and bad stuff happens. So I probably will try to find a way to walk it over there. Actually guys, what about that? Sure, I can't I have to ride, but I think that's alright. I think this is close enough where everything is just right next to each other like this. It's almost the same as having it landed on the bird. I think we're going to go with that. In fact, I might even build this out a little bit and make it so Ark, so I can dip this down and Ark can walk right next to it. That's a possibility. Alright, so we've built our ramp. As you can see, we've got arc furnace on the ramp. We've got the ramp going over to March, so we have ease of access to both bases now.